The Italian America show is sponsored by Full Sponsorship, Cento Fine Foods, trust your family with our family. The Bianchi Law Group, a team of former prosecutors who handle criminal matters, domestic violence, and municipal court throughout the state of New Jersey. Dr. K, the management professor and author of Rockstar Manager, From Theory to Practice. The authors of the #1 international best-selling cookbook, Don't Cut the Basil, 5 Generations of Authentic Italian Recipes. Dr. Mark D'Annunzio, National 4th Vice President, Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. The Grand Lodge of New York. The Grand Lodge of Delaware. The Grand Lodge of Ohio. The Grand Lodge of Virginia. The Grand Lodge of Rhode Island. The Grand Lodge of Maryland. The Grand Lodge of the Northwest, representing Oregon and Washington. Long Shot Productions, get back in the game. ACMT, Excellence in Aerospace Manufacturing. And by Silver Spring Capital. Silver Spring Capital Wealth Management is a proud and longtime supporter of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America.
Hello and welcome to the Italian America Show. I'm Mark D'Annunzio, the National 4th Vice President of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. My co-host is Dr. Mary Kovac, a trustee of the Sons of Italy Foundation. Hi, Mary.
Hello.
We are joined by our special guest from the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism. First, I'll introduce the Executive Director, Nick Savarese from Massachusetts, where the Flutie Foundation is headquartered. Hi, Nick. Great to see you again.
It's great to see you as well, Mark and Mary. Thanks so much for having me and the Flutie and my colleagues here and the Flutie Foundation. We're excited to be here.
You're welcome. Also with Nick are 2 Flutie Fellows, Stefano and Zachary, and we're excited to talk to both of these young entrepreneurs. I'm going to toss to Mary for some first questions. Mary, go ahead.
Thanks, Mark, and welcome everyone. Nick, it's good to see you again. Can you please tell us about Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism and the programs and assistance offered to families who have loved ones with autism?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, so we're with the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism, founded by Doug and Lori Flutie. 24 years ago, Doug was a NFL football player, professional football player for a long time. Son, Doug Jr., was diagnosed with autism at a young age, 3 or 4. And they saw firsthand the lack of resources available for families and how expensive these resources are. So they committed to helping families affected by autism find some solutions. And we've really tried to stay true to that for our whole time of existence. So we do a number of different programs really designed to help people with autism live today to the fullest. That includes direct financial support to families. So if a family needs funding so that their child could take swim lessons or receive a therapy or an iPad, assistive technology, something like that. We have programs therein. We provide grants to organizations that are helping meet the needs of people affected by autism, and a number of other different programs, not the least of which is, of course, our Flutie Fellows program, which we'll talk about a little bit more today. But really, we've just tried to stay true our whole time to just helping people and families affected by autism kind of navigate their day, whether that's school or job support, social or recreational, or just being safe, supported, or informed. We're here for the autism community, thanks in large part to partners like Order of Sons and Daughters of Italy in America.
Well, thanks. And actually, you helped with the transition. So we've heard about Flutie Fellows. Can you tell us who they are and what kinds of special things they do?
Yeah, sure. Like a lot of things at the Flutie Foundation, it sort of just started organically a number of years ago. We started working with a few young adults and just tried to help them pursue their career goals, their passions, that sorts of things. So if you think in terms of a traditional fellowship that you might hear about a young adult trying to pursue a certain field, that's kind of how it started for us, and it's just grown into a program where we work with young adults who have autism, who are pursuing any sort of career or just their interests. You know, we have people who like to sing, so we have a choir, and we have people who are into music. We really just try to elevate the voices of people with autism and help promote them, help them find opportunities, whether it's for career-related opportunities or just to pursue their passion or that sort of thing. And we have a number of, we probably work with 50 plus adults throughout the country who are somehow a part of our fellowship program. And we obviously have two wonderful guests today who represent the fellowship program.
Well, that's amazing. Thanks, Nick. Mark, I'll toss it back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mary. I'm going to let Stefano go first since she has previously appeared with us. Stefano, tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from and what do you do for work?
Well, I am from Brookline, Massachusetts, but my parents are from Italy. My mom is from Bari, Apulia, and my dad is from Palermo, Sicily. So I have visited those regions and also many more. I can also speak Italian and sing songs like Volare in Italian.
Great.
My favorite Italian food to make and eat is spaghetti alla carbonara. I'm a table server at LaSalle Village who takes orders and serves the food to the residents. Of course, I'm also a guest service representative at Boston Duck Tours who helps the guests board the right vehicle, and I also sweep the vehicles between tours.
That's great. That's great. So what is one goal you're working towards in your job with the Boston Duck Tours?
My goal is to become a narrator.
And what does the narrator do, and how have you practiced for that position?
Oh, well, I've listened to some tours on YouTube. The narrator talks about the history of Boston as the tour goes along.
Okay. And how long have you been with the Boston Duck Tours?
My first year was the season of 2016. This year would be my 5th anniversary year because my guest service representative position couldn't work in 2020. So this year, I'm going to have my 5th anniversary of working for Boston Duck Tours, and we have this anniversary party for anybody who's worked 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or 25 years.
That's great. Where's the party going to be? What are they?
At the Lenox Hotel.
Great, great. When is that going to be?
In the evening on Monday, October 3rd.
All right. Sounds like lots of fun to celebrate your time with the Boston Duck Tours. Tell me one thing that you're most proud of.
One accomplishment that I am really proud of is graduating from Bunker Hill Community College with an associate's degree in music in May of 2021.
And do you do anything with your musical talents?
I do. I perform whenever I can.
I think we heard you performing last time that you were on, and it was very special. We appreciated that.
I think you performed You Got a Friend in Me, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure, You Got a Friend in Me, yes.
All right, it was great. It was great.
The Bridge program, a postgraduate program at Brookline High I used to be in.
Tell us a little about that.
Well, I would come and play the guitar for the students.
Okay, very nice. What is one thing that you want people with autism to know, or one thing you want people to know about living with autism?
Living with autism can be sometimes challenging because sometimes I have trouble understanding how things work, but I always make it through if I have a set goal.
What's the secret to my famous margarita pizza? Fresh basil, fresh mozzarella, and cento.
People ask my wife, what's the secret to your bolognese?
A little of this, a pinch of that, and cento. Grandma passed on 2 family secrets. Saute, don't fry,
and always cook with cento.
It's no secret that the best tasting dishes use cento, San Marzano tomatoes imported from Italy, with nothing added, just authentic flavor for authentic Italian cooking. Cento, trust your family with our family.
It's an immense honor to be here.
I just think that this gala is such a great opportunity for kids all around the country.
And this means so much to me on an even deeper level.
You're helping a lot of young kids.
Hoorah! Thank you for this Lifetime Achievement Award.
I thank you very much, and I'm very honored.
May God bless you all.
Thank you for thinking I'm worthy of this.
We can sing in the glow of a song that I know of. Our love is in joy, peace of mind.
The Commission for Social Justice, CSJ, is the anti-defamation and positive image arm of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. The CSJ conducts campaigns at both community and national levels that support cultural and social issues of importance to Italian Americans, including the preservation of Columbus Day and his legacy. For more information on the CSJ or to donate, contact us today. Zachary, welcome to our show. Can you please tell us more about yourself, where you're from, and what you do for work?
Sure, I am Zachary Henderson. I live in Lawrence, Massachusetts, and I'm currently living in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm working with the Georgia Tech football team.
That's great. What's one thing you're most proud of?
I am very proud so far to be a part of the Flutie Foundation and to work with Georgia Tech football. It's like a great opportunity to learn from these guys and be a part of this great community while I work here in Atlanta.
That's awesome. Can you tell us what happened a couple weeks ago with the Flutie Foundation in Georgia Tech football?
That was something crazy. So I got a call from Elizabeth Monroe, who interviewed me into the Flutie Foundation and told me we're going to do something for an autism community with a sandwich company. And we were wondering if Georgia Tech football was going to be involved. At the time, I'm just getting settled and I'm like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? The stress has begun. Plus, we have to deal. So I told my boss about it, who was Todd McCarthy, and he went through the marketing people. And at the same time, he told me this might not go through because of the NCAA ACC regulations. Because like, you don't want to get yourself fined thousands of dollars for all this to happen. Luckily, the head coach and all the marketing team worked together and approved the date for it to happen. So when it came down to the day beforehand, I met with Alyssa and Tia, who work for the foundation, who are going to be helping me record for the event, and I helped them with their interview, and plus we game plan for what to do on that day, Tuesday. So when it came to the day, the Jersey Mike's sandwiches that we are getting for them are ready. I was filming football practice for them. They arrived. I just about finished filming for the football team, and we got set up. And the head coach, Coach Collins, brought me into the huddle to break it down for the whole team, and then we just gave the players some sandwiches and raised awareness about the Doug Flutie Foundation and with Jersey Mike's.
What a great experience. So what's one thing you want people with autism to know, or one thing you want people to know about living with autism?
For me, living with autism, it's been like a hill climb, but you always perceive to go up. You always strive to go up the hill, and you always go up the next big hill. Like you never settle on where you at. Keep moving forward.
It's a great attitude. Thank you. Mark?
Thank you, Mary. Zachary and Stefano, I'm going to ask a couple of questions of both of you, and you can take turns responding. Zachary, why don't you go first? There's a couple of questions. You were both part of the Flutie family and have been part of their events. What does it mean to you to be in the Flutie family?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for me with my camera skills to give them videos that can both help raise awareness to them and in the communities around them, because I do a pretty good job with video editing and promotions.
Great. Second question, you're both part of the Spectrum of Sound. What's your favorite memory or coolest gig with the Spectrum of Sound?
Stefano, do you want to cover this first?
Yes, please. One of my coolest gigs of being in Spectrum of Sound was performing at the Lincoln Center in New York City, because the Lincoln Center is a famous venue.
I have to say, my greatest gig was when you work in the NCAA, there have been so many games that you've been to and you worked at. I have to say the best game I've ever been to was Boston College versus Clemson on October 20th. That was like the first time I ever went to Death Valley and played against the #1 team. And I filmed the entire game.
Okay.
That was loud. That was like the loudest stadium I've ever been to.
Were you intimidated by all the noise?
Yeah, and the surprise cannon fire post touchdown. Like legit, the first touchdown. Like, what the heck was that?
Did the camera light go crazy?
Yes, it did. And the coaches were like, "Okay, that was Zach filming."
That's funny.
Because like you never get like a warning or like, okay, there's a cannon, done. There's a train horn post touchdown. Okay, that's noted. But when there's like right next to you, you don't see that coming.
Caught you off guard.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm going to switch back to Stefano. So Stefano, tell us what it means to you to be in the Flutie family.
Being part of the Flutie family means a lot to me because I get to be heard in so many places in the world. And I love it when others I have never met know of me.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Nick, we're going to put you back up on there. Tell us about some of maybe the upcoming events or projects that are going on with the Flutie Foundation.
Oh, sure. Thanks. Yes. Yeah, we have a number of upcoming initiatives. In fact, our 25th anniversary is actually next year, 2023. So we're really excited about that. We'll obviously be celebrating throughout the course of the year. But in terms of upcoming initiatives, I mean, we have a lot going on. We have a 5K road race. The main event is in Natick, Massachusetts. However, there are satellite locations all over the country, including Arizona, Wisconsin, Florida. There's actually one being run in Berlin, right? A couple of days before the Berlin Marathon. So we're taking that one international, which is really exciting. So we have that happening. We also have a number of grant initiatives. We have the Cody Lee Gives Back grant, named after a young man with autism, Cody Lee, who won season 14 of America's Got Talent. And so we're inviting musicians and artists who have autism from all over the country to apply to get financial support to pursue their goals. What else do we have? We'll have the Flutie Foundation Holiday Spectacular happening in December, which is a fundraiser and a concert where I'm certain Stefano will be performing, and Zachary could very well be involved in that one as well. Just a number of initiatives, both from a fundraising standpoint as well as from a mission-based standpoint, to just help build acceptance and inclusion for people with autism.
Okay, great. Mary, did you have any other last questions?
I don't have any questions, but I want to thank everyone for joining us today. It's always been a pleasure to partner with the Doug Flutie Jr. Foundation for Autism, and we're excited about what the future holds for us.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, if you don't mind, if I might just add my gratitude for the Order of Sons and Daughters of Italy in America, and just what an incredible long-term partnership we've had, and how aligned our missions are, and the great work you do not only for us, but for Coolies and for Alzheimer's. It's been a great partnership for many years, and it's been so critical in helping people like Stefano and Zachary and so many others throughout the country, achieve their goals, achieve their dreams, and just live their each day to the fullest. So just wanted to throw in that bit of gratitude.
What's the secret to my famous margarita pizza? Fresh basil, fresh mozzarella, and cento.
People ask my wife, what's the secret to your bolognese?
A little of this, a pinch of that, and cento. Grandma passed on 2 family secrets. Saute, don't fry,
and always cook with cento.
It's no secret that the best tasting dishes use cento, San Marzano tomatoes imported from Italy, with nothing added, just authentic flavor for authentic Italian cooking. Cento, trust your family with our family.
The Sons of Italy Foundation is the philanthropic arm of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. It was founded in 1959 with the purpose of preserving Italian American culture, encouraging educational excellence among Italian Americans, and assisting in other areas such as veterans' causes and disaster relief. To date, the Sons of Italy Foundation has given tens of millions of dollars to these efforts. For more information on the foundation or to donate, contact us today.
My name is Bob Bianchi. I'm the national president of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America, the largest and oldest Italian-American organization in the United States, with also lodges in Canada and Italy. It's my great honor to preside over the Supreme Lodge as the national president and also as the chairman of the board to our two arms of the organization, the Sons of Italy Foundation, which has donated tens of millions of dollars for charities, scholarships, veterans, and all sorts of positive causes, as well as the other arm of the organization, which is the Commission for Social Justice. That's our anti-discrimination and positive image arm of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. It is a great organization to be involved in. With an Italian flair, you can help contribute to your community, to our veterans causes, to all of our charities, to the scholarships, and be part of a great organization that does such great work. All you gotta do is go to www.osia.org and join the party. We'd love to have you. Thank you.
So Zach has a big game this weekend with a tough team coming into Atlanta. Tell us about it, Zach.
Oh, yes. So Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets are playing against the Ole Miss Rebels at 3:30.
On Saturday, right?
Yep, on Saturday.
All right. Are the Ole Miss Rebels ranked?
I think so. They're ranked.
Okay.
Number 18, I think, or
right.
somewhere in the top 25.
Tough team. But you have faith, right? You have confidence that Georgia Tech can pull out a victory.
With a certain couple plays, I think we got a good chance.
Maybe we could sneak Doug Flutie in as quarterback for a play or two. He may have some college eligibility left. We could check on that.
We need a time. Look, the tech people can make a time machine. Then we can do it. But then, I don't know.
Doug's still in pretty good shape, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can outrun Division I players now, but he's very, very active and fit for sure.
I'm sure he'd give them a run for their money. That would be to get him back in uniform. Another Hail Mary to win a game.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice.
Thank you, Sons and Daughters of Italy, for being such generous partners for the Flutie Foundation. With your support, persons with autism can access wonderful opportunities such as music lessons and therapeutic recreation. It's very wonderful that you do this for us.
Well, thank you for that endorsement. And we wish you well with your career with the Boston Duck Tours. That's great. And hope you get that narrator position.
Thank you.
All right.
If he gets it, we're gonna host you guys. You all are gonna come up, and
we get a special tour.
Yeah, you'll get a special tour from Stefano.
Well,
yeah, just walking around the city with Stefano, he can point. He's a tour guide in and of himself. Like, very qualified, knows every block of the city, can point anything out, historical or current in nature. So it's a natural fit.
Well, we may have a convention up there or a plenary session. That's a possibility.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. We would love to help you host that. That would be fun.
Great. Stefano, do you know where the Cheers bar is?
I do. It's on Beacon Street, across the street from the Public Gardens.
All right. He does know everything about Boston.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to see my Georgia Tech video with the Flutie Foundation, it's on my YouTube channel. They're going to upload it later tomorrow. The YouTube channel is called Big Mac 2199.
Thank you very much for that. Our time's up. It's been very interesting. I want to thank Zachary, Stefano, and you, Nick, for sharing your time and talents with us on the Italian America show, and for your continued partnership with our Sons of Italy Foundation. We'll be back next week at the same time with another episode of the Italian America show. Thank you for watching.
For more related topics in this series, please visit our YouTube channel, Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America.
For more information on Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America and how to join, please visit osdia.org. Please also follow us on social media.
The Italian America Show is sponsored by Full Sponsorship, Cento Fine Foods, Trust Your Family with Our Family. The Bianchi Law Group, a team of former prosecutors who handle criminal matters, domestic violence, and municipal court throughout the state of New Jersey. Dr. K, the management professor and author of Rockstar Manager, From Theory to Practice. The authors of the #1 international best-selling cookbook, Don't Cut the Basil, 5 Generations of Authentic Italian Recipes. Dr. Mark D'Annunzio, National 4th Vice President, Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. The Grand Lodge of New York. The Grand Lodge of Delaware. The Grand Lodge of Ohio. The Grand Lodge of Virginia. The Grand Lodge of Rhode Island. The Grand Lodge of Maryland. The Grand Lodge of the Northwest, representing Oregon and Washington. Long Shot Productions, get back in the game. ACMT, Excellence in Aerospace Manufacturing. And by Silver Spring Capital. Silver Spring Capital Wealth Management is a proud and longtime supporter of the Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America.